This is The Woman and the Family with Annie. Today we are talking about a positive mind for a grieving woman. Most of the time, when a woman loses a spouse, they become so desperate, they become so depressed, sometimes they become so. They feel it's like now the world has crashed before them. But it's very important when we become optimistic in this life. When we are optimistic, we become very hopeful. And so, generally speaking, in everything that we do, life becomes so easy and life becomes so positive for us. We get to see things in a positive way. We get to see things in a way like we are not going out there to look for the negative. Because when you lose a person, generally, you become so negative. Because one, you'll start asking, why has God allowed it to happen? So the blame goes first to God. Then you start asking yourself, what did I do wrong? What didn't I do right? And it happened. So sometimes you become so negative. In every area, in everything you see, you just see negativity. So it's very important when you become optimistic and we have emotional positivity. When you become emotionally positive, then you become a person who can be you are going to look at things in a very different way. You're going to look at things in a positive way in everything. It doesn't matter whether they are still good, because sometimes things crash down on you. You become a person who, when you look at this side, things are not working. You look at this side, things are not working. But when you become positive, everything is going to fall into place with time. So it's very important that emotionally we allow ourselves, because this is now you working on it. You allow yourself to be positive in everything you do. Just try as much as possible to be positive. Is it about the children? Be positive. Know that life will go on. Know that money will come, because sometimes financial strain, it becomes a big deal, and that makes us to be very depressed. It makes us to be very, you start questioning yourself. Will I make it? We make it because we are positive. We make it because we are seeing the future in a positive way. We make it because we are headed. We are focused and we are looking ahead. You're not looking at the situation you're going through right now. You're looking at where you're headed, because life must move on. It doesn't matter what. So sometimes we look at ourselves and we become timid. It's like, now you're not like the others. And then most of the time, try as much as possible to have gratitude, so that you can have gratitude to those that are around you. Because sometimes we kick people away who are coming to embrace us at such a time, who are coming to help us, to mold us, to encourage us. Sometimes you even find widows who are from elsewhere who just feel they want to connect with you, they want to assist you, but instead of seeing the positive part of it, now you are seeing it's like, wanakuja, what are they coming to show me? But sometimes it's important when you just look at the positive part of them. They are coming to hold your hand, they are coming to assist you, they are coming to counsel your children, they are coming to show you, let's follow this path. And it is very important at such a particular time you also hide yourself in God. Because when you hide yourself in God, now you see the positive part of everything. Because God will show you the way. God will open your eyes in a way you were never able to do. You will be able to see what you were never able to see when you had your spouse. You are able to evaluate things in a different way, because now God gives you two minds. Yours and the husband. You become one in two. So when you are walking in a shoe, that you're wearing a shoe of a man and a shoe of a lady, now you become a very tough woman. If you're a woman who has gratitude in herself. And to have gratitude, you must have self-love. If you don't love yourself, then you will never have gratitude. I remember, like myself, when I was going through that grieving point, I was so helpless. I was feeling like life has crashed down on me. I started dressing badly. I couldn't even go to the salon because I was feeling like, for what? But now, when you look at it in a different way, you still want to be presentable for yourself, not to please anybody else, not because you want anybody else to see, but you want to look good for yourself. You want to look, your heart, you're taking care of your heart, you're taking care of your mind, you're taking care of everything in you, not about anybody else. And at that particular time is when you close your ears to anybody else who speaks anything negative. Try as much as possible to have positive people who are around you. Anybody who brings negativity, close them out. Anything who is trying to show you that you're not doing the right thing, close them out. Love yourself. Take yourself out. Even if you have 100 or 200, take yourself out. Go sit down somewhere. Enjoy. Take yourself to the salon. And when I started going and doing some few things, buying new clothes for myself, I started feeling it's like Life is now becoming better and better every day. So generally, if you start now, if you love yourself, you will work hard in improving yourself now. And improving yourself is improving your life too. You want your life to be improved. You want yourself to improve. You read, you encourage yourself. If you're in business, you now venture deeper into it. You know, sometimes we don't venture so deep into the waters when we have people who are holding our hands. But now when you're alone, you have to go deeper. You have to swim deep and make sure that you're improving yourself every day. In the field that you are in, improve yourself in everything that you do. Read books. Try and get people to encourage you. Make sure you are working with those who have been widows before you. They will encourage you the more. They will tell you you can make it. They will tell you this path is the best. And they can even tell you this one is not the best. And the way you are walking is not good. So have people who are around you, who are encouraging you and you are helping you to improve in everything that you do. So in everything that you do, make sure you are talking positively about yourself, about your business, about your children, about your mind. Make sure you are taking care of your mind. And by the way, your mind is the key to everything. Because if in the mind you're not sober, in your mind you're not positive, in your mind you're negative, and you're feeding yourself with negative things, you will not grow. And you will not move from the grave. You will live there. But when your mind is set to focus on the positive part of this life, there is so much that is positive in the life that we are living in, such that it's just impossible to stay in one place. It's just impossible to mourn forever. It's just impossible. Just love yourself. Talk positively about yourself. Even when you're talking to people out there, you talk about positive things. You can make it. Take care of your mind. Take care of your heart. Take care of your whole being. Make sure you are healthy. Make sure your mind is healthy. Make sure your physical appearance is very healthy. Because when you neglect yourself, you'll not be able to take care of the others. And maybe there are children who needs your assistance. Maybe there are everything around you needs your attention. So you cannot give people attention. If yourself in the mind, you are not ready. So you must be ready to do the things that are right for you, so that you can be able to do the things that can assist the others that are surrounding you. And most importantly, make sure you have joy. Cultivate to stay in joy. Cultivate in everything that you do. Make sure you keep yourself in joy. If you're not in joy, and even if you're positive and you don't have joy in yourself, then life becomes a bit tricky for you. So try as much as possible to be very positive in everything that you do, to be very realistic in everything that you do. God will always walk with you. God will never leave you. God will never forsake you. God has said He is the father to the fatherless. So your children still have a father. And He is the husband to the widow. Keep Him close. And remember, God will never leave you. Try and read the Bible and see the word of God about Job. There's a time Job was telling God, I'm looking in the right and the left and I can't see you. I look in front and I look at the back and I can't see you. But God answered and said, I've always been with you and I will never leave you. So seek the face of God. Seek to live a life that is worthy before the Lord. Try as much as possible to be positive. In fact, if you continue being in the word of God, you will never be forsaken. You will never feel desperate about anything. Because every day the word of God is encouraging you. Every day the word of God is telling you what to do at what time. Just try as much as possible to stop grieving and start being positive and start looking forward. Because there are things that if they happen, you can never turn them around. They have happened, fine. Let's move on. Let's continue. And in fact, those that are positive, they never stay in one place. Those that are positive, they never grieve for long. Those that are positive, it's not like we didn't love them. We loved them. But we want to be positive in this life. Oh, you have been left, so what? You move on. There is nothing like staying in one place. You move on and continue working in everything that you're supposed to work under. So generally speaking, what I'm trying to put across, endeavor to read the Bible and know the word of God. Hide yourself in the word of God. And that is the shot I'll leave you with. Trust God and believe in Him always.